Thanks, sir. We are back. Now everything should be kosher. Don't mind the technical difficulties. So, we completed most of the things in the base game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Now, the one I wanted to try and remember how to get is escape out the window. There is a window somewhere that I should be able to leave by. Well, we'll just keep an eye out for this window. Because this way is not the way I wanted to go. Because that's the way we've gone many times. So I guess we'll just keep going here. Oh,
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
ooh. Okay, okay. I'm excited. Alright, take two. We're gonna go the same way. It reminds me of Portal so much. He might laser my brain. I mean, I really hope that's not the case because I need that for something. Alright, I'm back in the elevator.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The
That's not that
original
bad.
Stanley parable was a landmark, and
It was.
any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
I don't like the dark.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, mind blown. Oh, it's beautiful. I can't. Keyboard sounds. Okay, 2. Yes, 2. That's the same asset from the first game with a 2 over the top.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor
mug.
additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
No, I
An
wanna read it.
entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
I can't read it.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Ashtray, yes. Top tier Oh, look, the computer. They have a flat screen. Oh, man. Oh, the flat screen. That's super high tech now. Look at that. And the red and black phone. They've gone all out, everyone. You have no idea. Again. 2, 7, 4. What could it mean? What could it mean? All right,
Calling
all
it
right.
the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Red
It's
chairs.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Amazing. Simply put, amazing. It is a TV of a picture now, instead of pictures. Oh, look. Even more asset bundles of asset bundles. Oh. Why, hello. And just so many vents. I'm kind of sad that they didn't bother to put, roofing on. So, yeah. What's this? Oh, candles. Oh, hello. No. Let's read some mugs. New mug, yeah. Time to wake up. Ooh. Once again, that mug, the one I can't read. There we go. Hello. No jumps remaining. Player tears. Oh, that was totally me. I was so sad when I ran out of jumps. Never underestimate coffee enjoyed. Who left her cut by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room? Yeah. I agree. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Come on. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Still just pressing the keyboard. Can I turn this off? Users and everything and... Oh, look at that. Can I... Nope. Can't quite get the half crouch. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. 1 + 1 is 2 - 1 is... Math. New content is out. New content, part 2 is in. Hot. Newness. Old busted. Cool red section of the chart. The boring white section of the chart. They're back at the doors. Stanley Parable. You've asked for new mugs. 2 mugs. Yeah, see, look. 2 new mugs. Think that was intended? Who knows? Ooh, yeah. They don't know me so well. Unfortunately, this brain is not smooth enough for me. It is entirely too wrinkly. I object. Can I play the Stanley Parable in the Stanley Parable? I really wish we could do that. I can't click on these extra doors.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
It's true. Fuzzy magic. Who took the red marker? Me. Little John, thanks for following. Welcome. Did you take the red marker, Little John? I think you did. But thank you for following. Oh yeah, sequels are good too. Roman numeral 2. That's how you know it's quality. Wait, what was that? Did y'all hear that, or is that just me? See? Dark Souls 2, Return of Jafar 2, Doom 2, original, yeah. Yeah. See? It's all good. 2, yes. Yeah, before I've had my sequel. Stanley Parable 2. Hello? The prequel to the Stanley Parable. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Wait. Able 2 is the sequel T. Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. Is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Oh, okay. Ah, that's sign language if you didn't know. I know. Only because I'm still trying. Okay, I thought the arm was floating there for a second. Alright, this way to the floor show. Valued investors. That's us. We're the valued investors. New features. Alright, I'll take my seat. Hello? Open? What do you mean I can't take my seat? This is awful. What? Alright, alright. Well, at least they pulled out the red carpet for us, but now I feel that the ending just... it's lacking something. More red carpet. That's what it needs. Expo Hall 2. More red seats. Oh, holy.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Not ominous at all. Bucket reassurance? I could totally use some reassurance bucket. Okay. Merch. I don't think they have as much merch as they think they do. I'm pretty sure Stanley makes money. I mean, we're here, aren't we? Oh. Name. Hear yours today. 2. Ooh, look, he's a friendly 2. I'm not done. Choices. So many choices. Alright, alright. Whole new office. Whoa, look at that carpet. That's some high quality carpet. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's actually in the game. That's not like my phone or anything interfering with it. That's awesome. Oh. Yeah, they all make weird noises. Hear that? Schween shaders. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new contents, new ideas. Welcome to the Stanley Parable 2. Jump circle, infinite hole. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh, there are so many good things here. What is this? Please no screen. I'm afraid of going through certain doors so far because I don't want them to close on me. So we're going to go to the collectibles. Right, maybe. The jump circle. Yes!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Wait, what?
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No. 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 The consequences to my actions. Hey. Do you think... Okay, it's an achievement. I believe them. Totally believable. Totally believable. We're going with it. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. This isn't Skyrim.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yes.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Okay.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay. What if I, look around first? Mind? What if I walk away? You gonna say something? Alright. I can't resist pulling a lever. I love me some levers.
Okay, perhaps
What?
I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
No.
It will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Wow. You got me. You got my hopes up, and you grabbed him and dashed him on the rocks. That one was good. I'm speechless.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I'll tell you what, I'm not... Collectibles. Alright. Let's look at the collectibles. Ooh. Alright, what's in...
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
what?
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh,
And
no,
what's
I can't
truly
go back.
Innovative is that there will be
Okay.
no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Well, thank you. I mean, it was pretty unremarkable, but it's like something out of like Dante's Inferno. I love it. Oop. Haha, 1 to 6. Nice. I feel better now.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I don't know about that. I mean, I thought that was pretty good. Okay, okay. We might have to go back. There's some things over there. Let's check out this infinite hole. Infinite hole. Okay, infinite hole. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Stay on target. Okay. There's the rim, surrounding area, depth, infinite. Okay, infinity. There's going to be a test on this, everyone, just so pay attention. Remember, infinite hole chart. Okay. Okay, science, yes. It's good science. Falling. Educational use only. So no one screenshot this for NFTs. Oh, Maddie wants dash. Welcome. Thank you for following. Yeah, see this infinite hole? Just keeps going. It almost looks like layers of skin. Or rock. Like igneous or gneiss. Magma. Well, let's go to this infinite hole because that's what we want. I really don't like being...
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
But will it just go dark and I'll just be really standing still, or can like... I almost feel like this is a picture and not an actual hole. And I can't jump. Well, we're going in. Oh no! Because it's the only way I can tell if we're actually following.
You see?
Oh,
Isn't it
oh,
wonderful?
nice.
One of my more ingenious
excellent.
constructions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No. This gives me perfect opportunity to talk about my Wednesday. Oh, it was such a bore.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Oh, yeah?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
I mean,
figured the hole was as deep
this was
as
my night.
anyone would actually need. Don't
Time
you
to
put
hydrate.
this on me? Maybe you're the problem. Look, things
I
got a
accept
little
that.
heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we
It's
just
true.
put
I didn't
all
want to
this
fall all night.
behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay. Look at these cigarette butts. Amazing. I'm wondering if this is kind of like the broom closet. What do you think? You think he's gonna get all mad? You could totally see the way up top. The little tiny dot. Yeah, let's stay down here for a minute. Let's see how happy or angry he is with us just chilling at the bottom of this hole. Because it's a good hole. Look at this brickwork. Could you imagine? Starting from the bottom, working way up, or from the up on your way down. You think it would have been better to cement it? Or just leave the rock bare? Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if there's like a Doom style. Oh, click the mug. Secret passage, maybe? Okay, nope. Let's try and pick up some of these cigarette butts. Mug. The dirt. More dirt. Yeah, hole camping. I mean, this is a great Wednesday, you know. Imagine just going around in circles. See how upset he gets. Yeah, this would be so tedious being able to do this. Like, imagine the scaffolding they had to do for this. Oh my lord. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I fell for a good, like, 2 minutes. That's, I don't know. Someone could do the math. Falling, terminal velocity for 2 minutes. Give you a good, good distance gauge. At least a mile. Alright, we're going to go back up.
Great.
There's some other
Now,
things I wanted to see.
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Oh, I don't know. Let's find
for
out.
You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Man. Sometimes I just wish I could, like, Spider-Man out of here. This would be kind of like a fun, like, D&D encounter, an infinite hole, but in the middle of it, there's, like, a spider web. Could you imagine that? And then, like, you get hit with a spider web, and then, like, a Shelob comes out and, like, grabs you, and you're like, no, but I wanted to fall down the hole. Then you could fall down the hole, but it's just more web. Like a giant funnel web spider. That'd be fun. Alright, we're going back up.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about. And I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Really? I don't think I have.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Hey.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
I'm listening.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well,
Okay.
there it is. The shame of
Ew.
my lie has come. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes. but
Because I
this-
can't jump, damn
I
it!
just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
I want
just
you
do
to put me at
whatever
the
it is
top
you're here to
again,
do and hit
because
the
I
teleport
can't
button
jump
when you're ready
out.
to move on.
Yeah, see, that's... sounds about right. You got it, Cookie Mama.
Is the teleport button not working?
Nope,
You sure?
nope.
Well, I mean,
I pressed it.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try
Uh-huh.
it again.
No, I'm not gonna try it now. I like the hole. See? Now it's a little bit better. If I stay here long enough, I can just pee in it enough and it'll be my own little, little pool. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Yep. Okay, we'll try one more time. You broke it.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait, what?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
It's true. It's true.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Yep, it's not like I could normally just crawl out of this hole. Nope. Because I used up all my jumps. Oh, wait. What was that? That's ominous. Oh. Hello. Oh. Going back down, boys. Going down. Excellent. And down we go to infinity. Ooh. All right, one more time. Oh, beautiful. Stanley, now we know. You're a face with the Half-Life 1 model. It does. This is a quantum hole. Boom. Changed my perception, huh? Ooh. Vibe check, yeah. Ooh. Boom, boom. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Dun, pow, chow. Ooh, this is good. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. No, you give me too many options. Okay. Perception again change. Alright. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, yeah, Baba Booey. That's what I hear. Yeah, Baba Booey. Excellent. Alright, we're going for a reality change. Ooh. Okay. Another perception. Another reality. Oh. We're going to Rapture, people. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh. Oh, here we go. What do you think of this one? Oh, this is good. Let's change our reality. Ooh. Let's set. Nope. Oh, there we go. We're going down. Down, down,
Stanley?
down.
Stanley! Stanley!
No, 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 no.
Good, you're awake.
I wasn't
It seems
done.
you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Ah.
But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
I'll be back. The helmet with you. I'll do what I want. Alright, we're going down again. Let's see. Does it start off slow? Oh, no, 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 no. What?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Fine. What's in here?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It will go at the end of the...
Okay.
Well, we'll figure that out later.
Was that it? No, no more epilogue? Oop. Collectibles, Chiefs, Settings, World Champion. Oh. Back to the hole. You know what? Let's see what he says. I could really use for checking out the hole, because there was plenty of options that I wanted to check out more, and I felt that really I didn't get enough time in that. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? This is a load of bullshit. What? I'm gonna talk to the manager. I'm gonna go full Kyle on them. I'll be like, hey!
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version,
I actually really like
the
this
office
pixel
could
art.
use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday. I would actually really enjoy this picture in my house. And this one. Each one of these. I would actually totally have these in my legit house. And people would be like, was there some significance to this? And I'm pretty much would just tell them, yeah. And then just leave it at that, and they'd have to guess. Oh. Get well someday. Happy 12th birthday. Stepniece. Alright, everyone. We get to choose. The first one to get 3 of one choice is one we're going to pick. So what do you think? Get well someday or happy 12th birthday, stepniece? I mean, this one's shiny and candy-like with, all the, well, we got, alright, 12th birthday it is.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday.
No confetti. Oh,
is.
there it is. Wait, what? Hey. What a load of crap. What? What? This is just him getting back at me. Oh, you ruined the pictures.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Look at this. This is just like any office party. And he moved... He switched them around.
Come now, you've already made your choice.
No.
It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
I will not. Do you realize how many buttons I had to press to get here? 1. You're working me to the bone here. If this was the Jetsons, I could go to my union. Come on. Come on. I demand blue. Yeah, that tricked ya. I'm going back again. Go one more time. This is his revenge for the hole. We're going to the bucket. I need some reassurance.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Where's the bucket?
It's the Stanley Parable
Woo!
Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime
Yes.
you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm
Gimme.
and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Okay.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring
Just give me the
cognitive
bucket.
dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you
Just give me
imagine
the
what a
bucket
pain in the
already,
ass
though.
that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yes.
Can you feel it?
I can.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping
this is
through
good.
your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you
What
an
is this?
air of charisma as well?
Secrets chairs.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
It's true. I
All
could
this
pee
and
and
more
poop in this and
await you
throw it in the
in the
infinite
Stanley
hole if I
Parable
could get
2.
there. Excellent. And he's letting us keep it. This is like the best bucket prize ever. Yes.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
They don't.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Look at this. Fuck you. I got a bucket. It is bucket time. Bucket time. Bucket time. Was this here? I feel like that's new. Anyway, doesn't matter. I have a bucket. A reassuring bucket. Don't close.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't
Okay.
that wonderful?
That's interesting. Let's do it. Go too big. What? What? I can't throw the bucket at the wall. Depressing. Alright. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. You think it's going to dox me? Let's see. It's a little bit of button roulette here. Alright. Here it goes.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling
Jim.
in love and being heartbroken as
Jim.
seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
That was me.
Do you feel it deeply?
Yeah.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Just give me a moment. Let me get into character. Hi, I'm Jim. No. Hi, I'm Jim. Hey, you know who I am? No. Well, I'm Jim, you darn tootin'. Well, that one's pretty good. I don't know. I could be Diggs. I'm Diggs, but now I'm Jim. That could be Diggs. What do you think, Diggs? No? Okay. We could be Tex. I'm Jim. But that's not Tex. Alright. Okay, I got it. Here we go.
Jim.
Yes!
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again.
Okay.
Jim.
It
Yes!
hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
I agree.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm
No.
too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
I disagree.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
No.
Otherwise,
No.
soon you'll
No.
start to lose all
No.
sense of
Jim.
who
No.
you actually are.
Jim.
No! I tried. I really tried. I don't know who I am anymore. Am I Jim?
I
My-
suppose I could
a
allow only
bucket
people
Jim?
named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
I don't even know who I am anymore. What do you think, Bucket? Well, I don't know, but you're no Jim. Fuck you, Bucket. I'd throw you in the hole, but I can't get there. You know what? Can we go back here? Nope. Okay. Let's look here. Circle the map. Free achievement, which is a lie. Button that says the name of the player. We just tried that. Merch, yep. World settings world champion. Office decoration type clef infinite hole. World settings champion. Let's try that. I tried. Alright, let's go to the settings. What? What? I tried. What is this crap? You know, I try my best. I go to the hole, you kick me out, go back to the epilogue with the bucket. Look at this. I have a bucket. Not everyone gets a bucket. There was only one, and I got the reassurance bucket. They assured me the reassurance bucket was the only one. Hey, you remember the baby game for the first one? Yeah. Oh. My life. Swing shaders. Okay. Well, there's a problem now. Where do I go from here? Oh, exit. Actually, maybe infinite hole. Okay, right. Did they move? But yeah. All right. Well, let's try this exit then. Off we go. Line jump circle. Ooh. X.
All right. Have you seen
I like
everything
the
you
art.
wanted to? Ready to move on now?
No. I want more hole, but you won't give it to me. Look at this briefcase. This is a nice briefcase. I'd use it. Ooh, Stanley. Looking good. Looking good. Hey. 42. He has the answers. Oh. Please, no screenshots. Remember, people, while we're in here, no screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
All right.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is.
Yeah.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Wah, 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 wah.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay. I'm watching.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
I mean,
Who am I
I
kidding,
like the
Stanley?
rug.
This
And the
isn't a
holes, there's
coherent
2
video
holes.
game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy
Oh, the jump
creating
circle in the
gags, but they
hole.
don't add up to anything.
Hey.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would
disagree.
need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Okay,
With
I'm listening.
respect.
You have me?
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Maybe,
I suppose
maybe.
it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right.
I'm watching.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Really? Oh. Alright, let's watch this intro. Stanley Parable 2. Ooh. Bendy, I like. It would actually be kind of neat to go down a hallway like this, and it's bending and curving and moving around, and it would change. Nice. Okay. Alright, well let's... I don't know, I kind of feel like we can actually begin the game now. Yeah, we did it. We actually got to the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big
balloons!
building where he was employee number 427.
The balloons are lies.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
They should have given me a
and he
red
pushed
chair.
buttons
I
on a
feel cheated.
keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how
Zooming
long
in and
to
out.
push them,
New features.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, I was a happy
And
man.
then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Balloons.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. Still hate Mondays, yeah. But what has changed? Has anything changed? Balloons,
All
obviously.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What was
Stanley
copier?
decided to go
Is it
to the
open now?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
No
co-workers.
balloon popping for me. I think there is a way to get up here. No, I tried. I tried. Why? Oh, the bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah. I'm not gonna leave the bucket. I mean, it's pretty reassuring. What the hell is this? What is this? What the hell was that? And new beepoo booples? Who farted? It's a good mug. And someone went through and messed up around
Stanley
420.
pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did
Yeah?
little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
That's right. Ooh, bucket slapping. The bucket must be needed for an ending. Do you hear that? Oh, it's a bucket. I mean, imagine. Wait. Oh. I think I got it. Nope. I had it. I think it's over here. Somewhere. I can get to freedom.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
Well, I
I
mean-
can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I mean, we could try it with the bucket. Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
All right, 50 clicks it is. There we go.
No, I'm still not feeling it. You see,
Oh.
now that you've gotten the bucket involved, my standards have gone up. Merely clicking a single door is no longer enough. Now, I want to see you press this bucket against multiple doors. Now, that's the kind of thing that merits an achievement.
Okay.
Why don't you put 20 bucket touches into door 417?
417. We're off to 417 with bucket touches. Bucket touch, 417. 417. Yeah, 417. Yeah, maximum ever.
Go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
437. We're doing it. We're doing it, people. Slamming the bucket into things. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Ooh. We're here with the BBPL, with the bucket of love, everyone. I hope you have maximum bucket love ready. Because we're going
Now back
415.
to door number 437.
437 it is. I missed the music. I really missed the happy music last time.
You know,
And
I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you
Okay.
rub the bucket on it a bit?
rub the
All
bucket.
right, back to
Okay.
room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I feel he's, like, exhausted.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
419. 419, here we go. Come on.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
416. 416. 416. Is that right here? 417. 416.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
All right. We're going back. We're going back. And
Finish it off, Stanley.
Finish it off.
5 touches of the bucket on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, and
Yes,
5.
we did
Yes. Huzzah.
Wow, that felt amazing.
It did.
Not all buckets will get this kind of experience. They won't
true.
all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building, or what it's like to be employee 419.
That's
Buckets may dream of
so
an
true.
experience like this, but few can say they've truly lived it.
Do buckets
You've
dream?
given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. That's all I ever wanted. I feel good. I feel good. I know there is a way. Okay. There has to be a way to escape through a window. All right, choices.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Mhm.
and entered the door on his left.
Well, okay. Just because it's bucket time. Okay.
Still no
Oop.
one was here.
Look,
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth
changed.
and comfort now more than ever.
TPS
Perhaps his
reports.
boss's office was where he'd find answers.
excellent. What has changed? Yep, the WBPL schedule. Don't alter without Diggs's permission or he'll maul you. Jim, that's where they got it. We're Jim. We're Jim people. Can you talk about the bucket? Please, talk about the bucket. Can I get up on the table? While you're waiting for the bucket? Nope. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. That's why I have the bucket. Alright, alright. Why, hello, broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
No.
That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley.
It's...
Don't give in.
I'm
Don't
not.
hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
No.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and
right.
lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
It's like my companion cube.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
That's right.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
I'm Jim.
Even this
The
is
bucket's
worse than
Dwight.
I had imagined.
I'm naming the bucket Dwight.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you
Okay.
and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket. As
Would
they
you
have
give me a
changed
second
and
to tell him?
evolved over the years. Let him have it.
All right. Me and the bucket have gone through many, many adventures. I'm Jim. This is Dwight the Bucket.
Okay, I've
Wait.
got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh,
There. Now it's settled.
Wait,
No more debate.
but I'm Jim.
No more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
yeah. You're not making me leave that easily, though.
All right,
They're
I've got a
trapped in
second
here with
sticker
me.
back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I
Best
feel
of friends.
that It works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Jim
That
Stanley,
way,
yeah.
if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
Yeah.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
I feel the sticker needs a sticker of the bucket on it. It's just not quite
You know
fulfilling
what?
enough.
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving
Oh,
us
you're
the
my middle
silent
name. Okay,
treatment.
yeah.
And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Well. Hey, Water. Remember when we were friends last time? We were here and I was drinking out of your dirty water. And you, Pipe Wrench. Have you met Bucket? His name's Dwight. I'm Stanley Jim. Maybe... Huh? 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 What are you gonna do? Oh. Broom? You want to come along? Come on. Dang it. Can I put some things in the bucket? Like this tape? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Alright, well, we'll come back.
Coming to a
No,
staircase,
no.
Stanley and the bucket walked
No.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Open the door. Ugh. Damn it. Okay, we're going upstairs. Wait. Hurt. You never know. Hey.
You found one of them.
Yes!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
did it!
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort
Look at
of
his
happiness,
look at his
Stanley.
hands. It
God
looks like
knows
he's
I
trying to hold in
tried.
the poop.
So,
That's why I have the bucket.
implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
All right. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. Well, an attempt was made. Can I smash this open with my bucket? No. Hello? Oh. I don't trust you. Adre 354, thank you for following. Hope you enjoy, because we're in for some
Stepping
bucket
into
fun
his manager's
times.
office, Stanley was once again
What's
stunned
this?
to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
That's right.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would.
Yes.
And he knew it.
Damn
The
right.
two of them were inseparable.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You want me to slam the bucket against it? Huh. Alright, let's go caveman on it.
2845.
Alright. We'll get this eventually, don't worry. Okay. Any moment now.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Maybe. Oh. Okay, fine. You got this time. Just this time. Oop. Music and sounds. Good sounds. Oh, oh.
Another
yes.
miniature Stanley figurine. Also, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes.
Stanlerines.
I
I actually like that.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Heck yeah. I don't think I have any pockets, so the question is, where am I keeping them? I know there's something back there. I just don't know what. Alright. Back in here. Stand pop. Okay, I can stand it.
The elevator
I do have a
raced
bucket.
downward,
I'm
plummeting towards
pretty
an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself
upset.
together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all
Bucket.
right.
Bucket.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yep, that's hard going back up.
Wait, Stanley
Wait,
said to
nope.
the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
3, huh? Okay, okay. We're doing it. We got a clue. Alright, 3. The number 3. 3, 3, 3, 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button.
Yep.
He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
It's
Stanley
true.
looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
I disagree.
This was a shock to Stanley, who had always
He
felt such a
is
connection with the bucket.
happy.
How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
I don't think he understands the power of 3, because 3 times 2 is 6, and add another 3 is 9. Take away 3 is 6, and you give it back, it's 9. All by the power of 3. Doubly nice. Maybe some sort of combination of 3? Okay, how about 3, 2, 1, 0? Yeah, nice squared. I like that. All right, 0, 3, 6, 9. How about like 2 prime numbers? Okay, okay. All right. Back down we go.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
8, 6, 7, 5. We'll try that next. Yeah, we're going back up. Oh. You encouraged me. I'm doing it.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Wrong. The bucket clearly said... Alright, alright.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion.
Yes.
He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing.
He does.
The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
I disagree.
Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
One more time. Okay, okay. You never know. Alright, we'll go down one more time. But
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
5309, I could see that. We'll give that one a shot next. Third time's a charm. See, 3. He was cluing us in the whole time. Nothing.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him,
Yeah.
and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Yes.
For
All
months he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a
Bucket
single
speech.
measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been
3.
for anything in his life.
Or are they just sideways M's? Or W's? Oh. There could be a bunch of ooh hidden in there as well. What do you think?
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
The Stanley story. Oh. The audience with the dude who came up with pizza. Pizza! Alright.
There was no one here.
What?
Nobody had come to the
Can I
press
jump
conference
off?
to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
I disagree.
He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
I tried.
There would be no connection,
I
no
did my
deeper
best.
understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two
I'll
of them
just fill
grew
with my
more and
tears.
more distant. They spoke less and less, neither
It's
wishing
not
to
true.
state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable
Don't do it.
normalcy of loneliness.
Don't reset me. I can't. We've been reset. It's time for round
All
2.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ooh. Ooh, figurine finders committee. All right. Remember, we didn't get the last one. We're missing some. All right, all right. Bucket,
Stanley lifted the bucket
you're
into
coming
his
with me.
arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
All right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Yes.
and
No.
entered the
I know
door
where we're
on the
going.
left.
We have to kill the babysitter. Oh, look. Everything's changed. Yes. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their revival. There are many questions. There is no memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures? Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room. Red room, red room, red room. Let me think, let me think. Thank you. Good luck. I don't need good luck. I have bucket. Bucket, damn it! Ooh, wait. Okay. Building a bridge, ideas, huh? Weird spinning, yes. Magnets, magic, dream. Try exercise by management. That's... Should we make them... Lembergers? Maybe, yes. Interns? Yeah, okay. What do they want? Our data? Stock options? Money? Yeah. Can we sell them? Obviously. More dollars? If sold together, yes. How many are there? How many? Well, it says 6. Okay, okay. Trust the completionist instinct. Why would they just tell us something would happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. I disagree. You don't know the bucket like I do. The adventures we've had. The trust. Construct new structures. Sound bridge. Yes. 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 Okay. Wait, what? Produce one plank to allow ease of access past the fence. Construct a bridge to allow the construction of a shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct it. I know where that is. A large room looks about you. Nearby fireplace, yep. Okay, okay, okay. There will be a reward for finding them all. We can do this. Back to the broom closet.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you
No!
can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no
I want
stickers.
the stickers. Can we bargain? Listen. stickers are an intrinsic part of Bucket, and sometimes this is what the people call for. They call for more stickers. They're sitting there literally clamoring, saying, "Hey, we want more stickers." And I'm like, yeah, I know, and I'm trying, but they're really just not narrating for me. Alright, alright. Come on. Sticker time, sticker time. Gonna get me some stickers this time. I feel there's more lighting up there. It used to be a lot darker. Good old hum of the room. I used to have a desk in like an office like this with the light just like that that hummed. It was great. Great times. Alright, alright, alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Or did we? Or did we walk down? Wouldn't mind giving red room.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the
Figlies?
intrinsic sense of happiness
Stanlerines,
that you
of
get from
course.
seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will
Don't sit
come
on
to
the
me.
figurine. I collect those. I'd have to sterilize it. I don't know where you've been. People.
But Stanley just
Wait,
couldn't
what?
do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be
Yeah,
fired for
not
that.
really.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All
But
because he
it's not.
believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
Did it though?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Boulder and
He looked
bucket
down at the
together
bucket in his arms.
forever.
Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his
Would
gaze,
be-
but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me
It's
in
true.
difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
What?
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal,
Get it off me.
everyday bucket.
Get it
Someone
off me.
else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end
can't
up
get
with
it off.
someone
It's
else's
stuck.
bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
Oh,
Surely
no.
no
Yeah,
good
thank
would
you.
come from this.
Oh, it's
Who
gone.
knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Yeah, I
Now
can
he
escape.
felt himself floating off the ground.
No, 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 no.
Gracious.
No.
He exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
I can get up here.
Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to
Bucket?
him.
Stanley! Stanley!
Bucket,
it's
where are you?
me, The bucket!
Could it truly be?
Yes.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing
There.
by one bucket after the next.
Bucket.
None of them were his. None
That's-
of them were
no.
his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley!
It's not true.
Me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then
Yes.
suddenly,
Bucket.
he froze dead in his tracks.
No, 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 I
He
did
knew
not.
where the
I found
voice
the
of
bucket.
had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony. And
Oh, no.
blacked out.
No. Bucket, you betrayed me.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Fuck you,
But on
Mariella.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't
This
have his
man
bucket.
Had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if
all a
only
video
he'd
game.
taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought.
Don't forget
And she
to bring
hugged
your
her own
bucket.
bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. there were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
With
for
her
which
bucket.
bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
Can I just
At
carry my
least she
bucket
thought
inside
to
of me?
herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all the way to work. Okay. I would love to see that. Okay, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
There you
mean?
go.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There we go. 3 more people. 3 more. Can we do it?
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
All hail the bucket. The bucket, I'm a beautiful bucket fly.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright. So we know there's another ending over here which we want. Look. Look. Large room, lots of boxes. It's actually crossing off the figurines as I find them. Some are both red and blue. Is this some sort of game? It is. It is. Look like 427. Ha ha ha. Gotta collect them all. Oh, open.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
I know.
But alas, no stickers.
My disappointment is immense, and my day is ruined. Bucket. Bucket, I have no more stickers for you. I tried. I tried. Let's go fill you up with dolls then. So many dolls.
Coming
Not
to a
today.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Just no. Ooh, here we go. Do I want to go in here yet? No. I want to go over here first.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Dang it.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't know. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I know there's like an evil villain one, and this opens up to a keypad here. I just can't remember how to get the evil villain. Going down. Going down. Alright. I ate that. It's a clue.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
But we have Bucket. We can escape with Bucket. We're escaping. Bucket. Don't
Although
fail
this
us now.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth
No,
was
it's
that
escape.
at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I disagree. I'm scooping up the air.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to
That's
turn
not
around
true.
and get back on track. At
Me
this point,
and the
Stanley
bucket
and the bucket were
will
knowingly
escape.
walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
It's not true. I have the bucket, and the bucket will protect us. Praise Zorg! Oh, Zorg did he praise. Oh, oh, oh. Don't do that. Smashel, smashel?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their
Time to
demise,
hydrate.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense
only had
of
some
ease
jumps left.
when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought.
If
to
I put the bucket on
He
my
sort of
head, it'll
kicked
protect me.
himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh!
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
There are
It was
many
a
buckets,
glorious
but this one is
bucket
mine.
to behold.
The bucket. Welcome you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched, and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learned here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yours and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? Praise be to Zorg. Yeah. Ooh, look at these
Can
buckets.
you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this
The
and to
bucket's
claim it for his
arrogance.
own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. I'm no professional counter, but that seems a little bit more than 25. You know? Just saying. A bucket with 2 handles? Holy shit. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. That would be a lovely symbol. 2 buckets. 1 handle, or 1 bucket, 2 handles. You do the math. Ye olde bucket. Inferno bucket? A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerful, alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Okay, yeah. A stress bucket analogy. An analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, vulnerability, size, and strength of the bucket. Coping strategy equal hull. Rest and relaxation. Doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. Stress, the level of the bucket in the water. The stress bucket. Presented without commentary. Except for mine. Sorry. You got my commentary whether you liked it or not. Ooh. Unga bunga bucket. Umbo lappa, umbo lappa, umbo wappa, umbo wapta, umbo. You see here? First there was a leak. The great leaking. A flood happened. And they had a bucket. They filled the bucket with the leak. And with the leak, they poured it and fed the animals. They became like dead afterwards. And then they feasted. Cave drawing. While we know that bucket predates the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Noticed in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
It's true.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Yeah. I get it. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Which means I have to jump. See that hole? It's never ending, people. Which means I have only but one option. Cowabunga, dudes! Oh. I grabbed it. And now,
But
darkness.
there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
I'm listening. No, 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 no.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by
No,
the machine.
no,
Don't
I can-
reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
No,
we can save
this
the
bucket
world's
is mine.
buckets from their treatment as tools and
If I can
implements. If
just
only we let
press
Stanley die
the button.
together. The bucket
Press
shall
the button.
take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh. Well. I tried. I tried to save the bucket, but it didn't happen. But that's
All of
okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where is it? No, 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 no. This can't be it. No, they're the computer. Bucket.
Warmth spread
Reassure
from
me.
Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
No, there has to
Stanley
be a
clung
computer.
the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice
Adventure
where none
bucket.
existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
S-words. Like S-words.
My God.
No.
Stanley.
No!
You did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
I didn't mean it to happen.
You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come,
not what I wanted.
let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Oh. Shit. What happened? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. I need the bucket. Bucket.
Stanley
Come.
picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
Now that I
Not
know
with the
your
bucket
true name.
around.
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Doge mode. Oh. Oh, yes! Every time I click it, it barks. Yes, yes, yes. This is top tier.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Nope, nope. There has to be something here. You can't just activate dog mode and not touch everything. Alright, we're gonna pet the bucket. Pet, pet. Shave and haircut. Alright, dog. Come.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go bark at those. It's okay, Bucket. Don't. It's not as scary as you think. It's okay. It's okay. Don't. No, it's good. It's good. We got it. Broom closet. Meet Bucket.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
That's all I have to say about that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You hear that echo? That's cool. I didn't think they'd do it. Come on. Alright. Calm down, Bucket. We got it. We got this. Alright. No. Maybe. Next.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would.
Of course.
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
You think so, but I know there is something more here. There's something sinister somewhere.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I
Trying
am not.
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly
Oh,
know
you wanna
the
what?
combination
Fine.
was 2845.
Remember my love of 3?
The bucket did not react. Except perhaps a tiny glow.
2845.
But no, the bucket was going to react. Okay. 3. Right?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Fine. We'll go to your monitor room and barky bark. Mind control.
Stanley and the
It's okay,
bucket
boy.
walked
It's
straight
okay.
ahead through the large
We got
door
this.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright. Can he resist the button? The only button here. I cannot.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
okay,
and the
Bucket.
bucket
It's
both
okay.
wondered to themselves.
Alright, next. Cha, and on.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley
Fired.
nearly dropped the bucket in
Fired.
shock.
No, I would never.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very
Guinea
nearly
pigs.
burst into tears as
true.
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it
okay,
that
Bucket.
everything would be fine.
Shh, it's okay, boy. It's okay. We got this. We got this.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
What?
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions
Ridiculous.
raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
No.
His own life in someone else's control. Never!
No.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
That's right. We're in this together. Buds to the end.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
But we know the true bucket's form. The bucket wanted it on. The
But
power.
at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
Yes.
To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
The power.
How could the bucket have betrayed him
Ultimate
like
cosmic
this?
bucket
Stanley
power.
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust. Then suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh,
Birds.
burbs.
Silly. Silly birds.
They're not real.
The control buttons became active again.
What? Swallows? That's an eagle. Let's go with an eagle. Oh.
Stanley flipped through one video
Look at
of silly
Psyduck.
birds after
He's
another,
here.
and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
This is what Psyduck does
The
at work
mind
all day long.
controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, there he is. Burbs. They're not No! Damn it! I wanted burbs, and you took them from me.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing.
Oh.
For now.
Okay.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket.
Me and
Off
Bucket.
on another thrilling adventure together.
It's a bucket
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
holiday.
to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright. Well, you know what we have to do now. We have to go. And we have to turn the machine on.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for...
Coming to
Fine.
a staircase,
Fine,
Stanley
fine.
and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Soon.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
2,
discover not an
8,
indication
4,
of any
5.
human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was
Take
it
that.
the bucket knew all along? Was
Bucket's
the
not
bucket
new.
guiding him? Yes, this is
Yes.
certainly the most logical explanation.
We're gonna go press that mind control on switch.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Come on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We're on the way. We're gonna turn that mind control off.
The monitors
No,
jumped
I don't
to
care.
life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
It's not true.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Are
Had
you?
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's
Damn right.
mind.
We're gonna Zorg this place to the
No!
ground.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
We're just
Stanley
gonna
decided
slam
that
it
this
off.
machinery would never again exert its...
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
You tell me.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the
And I have
bucket
the
had
bucket.
defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
We've done it.
Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the
lighting,
kind of
though.
life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Yes.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Amazing.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Wait, what?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Can I throw the bucket out?
An
At least you'll be
unbearable
free.
silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself
No.
recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth.
No, no,
of the
no, no.
bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No,
I didn't intend it for the
Stanley
end this way,
can't
bucket.
leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
Is
As
it,
long as
though?
I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Well,
All of his co-workers were
Poor
gone.
bucket.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
did I simply miss a memo, I wonder?
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
Stanley
Oh, damn
clutched
it.
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
I actually wanted to hear that part of dialogue. Do, 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 do.
Stanley, we must move on from this
Fine.
broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
That means there's only one place to go. At least up here. Up. Up. Yeah. Bucket time. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Bucket time. Now we're going down. No, 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 down. Oh, yeah, there we go. The smooth jazz of bucket time. Me and the bucket are the place to go. Yes, yes, sirree. Right, I know. There. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. 2 more. 2 more.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
2,
Crushed by the
8,
weight of this
4,
revelation,
4,
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional
5.
dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Alright, well, it looks like we're going to have to recover one of the other endings.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I think this is going to be the fastest way to reset. Can I just reset now? Oh, no, I don't want to.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
I'm afraid to
screens.
begin the game again.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We shall see. We shall see what wonders this place brings to
The
us.
monitors jumped to life,
Such
and Stanley
sights
nearly
I will
dropped the
show
bucket
you.
in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently.
I keep thinking he's
reassuring
going to say
it
burst
that
into
everything
flames.
would be fine.
I'd really love the bucket just to burst into flames.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
You know,
These
bucket stuff.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I know. Okay, fine. Nope.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket
Trying to remember
tighter.
if there's a way to
His
stop
one
this elevator.
friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh, there we go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Maybe there's something new.
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Man, we taking down the system. Yeah.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
This is good
Stanley was
questions.
prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Yes. All right.
Silly birds.
Flamingos?
The control buttons
Chickadee?
became active again. Stanley
Penguins?
flipped through one video of silly birds
Yes.
after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Goose or a gander?
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of
Macaw.
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley...
There is, I think it's because I have the bucket and I'm on the extended. The other one was like involved like bombs and stuff. But that is not the case, since I have the bucket of power. Somewhere. Hello?
contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
Yes.
Can
Yes.
you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Hell yeah. I'm feeling good now. It's bucket time.
A good
Come, bucket.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
All right. Employee lounge we go.
And here it was.
There
Had
we
the
are.
bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes,
Yes.
Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps
Let's fill
it
this
truly
bucket up
was.
with coffee.
How insightful the bucket turned out to
Bucket of coffee. Bucket of coffee.
be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. Bucket of coffee.
No, said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go
See?
somewhere else.
I knew it.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
You see what I see?
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anmarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anmarines. None of us can.
Excellent. Bucket, what do you think? Do you think there's a way? Why, hello. Oh. Oof. Oop. That's a cool picture. Beware the referee of pain. Help, help. The striped shirt savage is tearing off my arm. Extra. I'm so confused. Ooh. Someone horked. Alright, what's up here? My mixtapes! I found them! Why this place isn't burning, I don't know, but here it is. Narrator dialogue. Narrator, yep. Yep. Here, no, we can ramp up here, I know it. There we go. We can do it, we can escape. Or not. Okay, okay. What do we got here? No. I don't trust you yet. There has to be something else here. Beep bop. Beep boop. I can get up. Alright, alright.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
I feel called out.
And the emptiness in my chest, when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Well, I mean, it's a good bucket.
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
It's just good buckets is why.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Ooh, precious.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
That's some SPC level shit. I agree, Cryptid 513. This is a terrible parable. Oh. We did it. I'm a hero. Oh fuck, I forgot the bucket. No, the bucket. It's not heaven. There is no bucket. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's saying buttons. Don't worry, I got this. It is. I will press all of these buttons. Worry not. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. Don't light back up. Shit. I got this, don't worry. Yeah. Well. The sound is loudest. We're here, maybe? I know. Well, they keep resetting, so I'm trying. Let's try green, I guess. Crap. I feel it's loudest right here. Are they fading? No. I wonder if I have to start from the beginning. If I remember right, there are a few endings like that. At least there was in the first game, so... Or maybe there's a puzzle I'm not getting. Like, are these the same colors, or are they slightly different? What could it mean? What could it mean? It's like Tetris. I see a weird shimmering every now and then. Maybe I have to spend 7 minutes in heaven? I don't know. 3. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Alright, well, I think we have to start from the beginning. Not the beginning, but, you know, the... okay, good. Don't you dare close.
Already this
You
was uncomfortable.
brat
And Stanley decided
bastard.
that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Okay, I don't think I was able to take the bucket with me, unfortunately. Which sucks.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
I feel like I've let him down.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This
Go
was
on.
not the correct way to the meeting room. But
That's right.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
That's
And
right.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The
Stanley
bucket
took
is
the door
never
on his
wrong.
left to go
How dare
back
you?
to the meeting room,
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Did I, though? Danger everywhere. We're going somewhere new.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a
Shit.
sign right there. It says,
No
no buckets
buckets.
past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I
Nonsense.
suppose that
Of
would
course.
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's
Was
true,
I the bucket
well,
all along?
My goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire
Yeah, I got the
consequences
stickers,
on the
in the
entire
closet.
rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Please, step in here for a moment.
I guess I don't have much of a choice. Alright. Bucket time. Oh shit. Not the
Now then,
bucket
I'm
seminar.
going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin.
I think this shouldn't be too difficult.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
It's Jim. It's not a bucket.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Told ya.
Not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I knew it. Number 3.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
They want me to say it's a bucket, but we know it's not.
Incorrect.
Oh,
This is
it
a
was.
bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I mean, no.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Oh.
Is this a bucket?
Is it? I'm doubting myself now. No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Wait, what? I knew it. Should have gone with my gut. My gut said it was.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Got me. Got me good.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not
true.
true. Unless... Is that what you think?
Yeah, it was a pail,
Answer me
wasn't it?
straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
I'm a cow.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No.
I can't have that. I'm sorry.
If you
I'm
take
going
my
to
bucket.
erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. He did it.
What happened? Is everything gone?
You
Why
can't
did everything
take the
disappear?
bucket.
Wait, was everything a bucket?
See?
Every single thing in the game was
Everything
a bucket.
was a bucket.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're
I'm a
not
cow.
a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I
So
actually
I
feel
have no
much
idea
more at
what's
ease
going
right
on
now.
now.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll
Okay.
know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
What kind of towel? That's a good question. I can't go to heaven. That place is just not right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
A
mean?
hand towel.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket,
The bucket made
come.
Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
I agree.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This
Nope.
was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Bull crap.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It is.
And here it was.
Hot
Had the
diggity.
bucket
Boop,
turned out to be
boop, boop,
correct?
boop,
Was this
boop,
better
boop,
than the
boop,
meeting
boop,
room?
boop, boop,
Yes,
boop,
Stanley
boop,
thought to
boop,
himself.
boop, boop.
Yes, perhaps it truly was.
In the
How
bucket.
insightful the bucket turned out. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We are not. We have.
No,
Said the bucket.
That's right.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up
Good.
there I need you to do.
No one would know.
Stanley
Oh
did
shit!
not question, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
That was an accident.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard
No,
Stanley
no,
looked,
no, no,
he
no.
couldn't find a trace of his
It
co-workers.
is not the end. It's not the end. Come,
Not
bucket.
everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but
True.
Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
I'm a very lucky fellow indeed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The employee
And here
lounge
it
is
was.
simply the
Had
best.
the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Was no.
He
never
calls to me.
mind.
We have to
bucket
cross
was
the lift.
wrong.
The
Stanley took the door on his
left.
left to go
No.
back to the meeting
No,
room.
we are not.
No,
Said the
No.
bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
He knows.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah. Good.
Said the bucket.
Stay in the middle.
Now ride the lift
Because
all the way to the
evidently,
top.
since
There's
it's
something
not
up
OSHA
there I need you
compliant-
to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Uh-huh.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets
It
can't
doesn't.
talk.
That's
but
not
Stanley
true.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Nyam.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dark. I don't see a dark room. Here? I mean, obviously that door's open, but okay. But it's not dark. Okay. Oh, this is a dark room. Well, in we go. Shit.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Fuck that.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things.
I don't like the
Buckets
phone.
Can't talk.
The
It
phone
was
is
a
talking
joke.
shit.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny,
Yeah, I get
Stanley.
the joke,
talking
but I'm not talking to the
buckets.
goddamn phone.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke?
The
Should
phone.
I have paused for
phone.
longer or spoken quicker?
I don't like the phone.
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Wait,
It's
no.
sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Are we gonna watch an instructional video? Where?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is Yes. Let's dive deeper.
The phone
If
is
you've
made
ever
for
told
making
a
calls.
joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm
practice
Dunny
screaming,
with the funny.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management,
I expect all of
which
you
is
at home
the
watching
cornerstone of
to
good
say
comedy.
that as well.
Finally, it's time
will
to
be
hand
graded.
out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all,
You
with
chucks.
each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threatened our very existence and to very
What?
likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles, all of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause. Just as our
That's the
children must
Legion
do
right
after
now.
us,
Randolph
and
B.
their
Checker's
children
giving us
after
all of our
them.
orders to fight the bug
Godspeed,
menace.
and may Earth reign supreme.
May the earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
But okay. But okay. But okay. Hey, oh, you son of a bread biscuit.
I can feel it.
You
This time,
put
I'm
a
really
gate.
going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king
And you
of
put
comedy.
fences
That's
over
what
there.
you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, now they're OSHA compliant. Seriously, what the hell was that about? Alright.
Here we go. You ready? When
Yes.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I heard more doors open. Well, we're going back to the right.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display
Here,
of
let me
remarkable
plug this
comedic
back in.
wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off.
Well, you...
Joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Yeah.
And it's all my fault. I must
It
have
is.
forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself.
You have.
I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and
You
rewatch that
motherfucker.
instructional video again.
You took my sticker.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Lord Troy, you're absolutely right. He
Here we
took
go.
a sticker.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No. You took my sticker. That was my good boy point.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Oh, he started me again.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
I guess I gotta go left.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
Hey.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the
Hey.
community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley?
Yes,
Are
you
you
took
proud?
my sticker.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes.
Crows. Hey, look, Crow helped develop this. Crows.
I heard that
Crows.
you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with
Pale.
shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
I wouldn't mind another instructional video. Nope.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What will happen
No
if...
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What happens if I do it without the bucket?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
No, I missed the
Why don't we
bucket.
take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
True.
What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is
Good
rich.
question.
Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Oh.
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to
Wronger
your
rhymes
decision
with
whether to
donger.
come back here,
NPC.
continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Oh, this one I have to restart. All right. Okay. Well, that answers that
How long
question.
was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while...
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No, it's
But
not.
Stanley had
But
felt the bucket
I
calling to him,
have
telling him that
a
the
word.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
It's bucket time.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place.
Oh.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about
Baby.
you very much.
Line.
It's this
Computer.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
No, no,
The
no,
bucket
no, no.
isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's
So?
just sequel content.
What do you
We're
know?
The ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
Yeah.
Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Hey, my sticker's back.
I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Or I go to the closet. I mean, I do like Adventure Line. What, hello? Adventure Line is definitely one of my favorites.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Yes. Yes! I have an idea. Can I? Oh no! I think I broke the game. I can't throw the bucket. I don't think I was supposed to go down here. Oh no. Oh no. I think I got eaten by the world. Where am I? I'm clipping through everything. Well, oops. I think I legitimately boned it this time. Well, we have to start that one again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace.
All right, bucket.
Yet delicate. Assertive, yet
compassion,
Now the danger
Stanley
comes
touched the
that
bucket
I might have
tightly to
changed
his-
that
This
ending
was
because
not
I never
the
finished
way
it.
to the meeting room.
So who
But
knows what
Stanley
will
had
happen
felt
now.
the bucket calling to him,
Because
telling
I haven't
him
tried
that
any of the endings
employee
twice except
lounge
for the
was
duck one.
simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Worry not,
Stanley took
narrator.
the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this
Okay,
place
okay, great.
eventually. You
I
see,
guess-
your friends
I guess I'll
and
have to
are
submit that as a
concerned
bug
for you,
report.
Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying
catch
around
it on fire?
everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just
Oh,
sequel
God.
content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes,
All right,
that's
all
what
right.
the fans want. Let's do it. Whee!
I'll
Look at that wacky line.
I'll
Who
follow
knows
the
where it'll
line.
go off
I will
to
not
next?
be
Oh,
tempted
and it
by
played some silly music as well.
the glorious chair. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Yeah.
Don't you remember all those great
I
jokes from the
do.
original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
That's a good question. I don't know what would happen if we pressed the button. I'll try that one next. Maybe nothing. I have to give something up. Why would I give something up? Totally thought there was going to be an Isle out there or something.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No? How dare you think
Can
I
you
should
guess
destroy
what
the bucket?
Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
How about fuck you?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give
No.
it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
That's right.
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
No.
Quickly now. The fans
No.
are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give
No.
the fans what they
Fuck
want.
the fans.
Hurry and...
Yeah, me and that bucket have gone through a lot. I'm not giving it up.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Was he, though? That's okay. We can go back and try and give up the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
This is different. Excuse me. Hey.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch.
I tried
It
to
did
jump in the
little
machine, it wouldn't let
discourage
me.
Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that
Stanley,
the
I'm the
employee
bucket.
lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Okay, yeah. We'll try and reverse
Stanley
gravity.
took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, stop. Stop.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Stop,
eventually.
stop, stop, stop. Oh, it only allows me to go down.
You see,
All right.
your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel
You don't even
content.
know the
We're
bucket.
the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic
burned
characters
you
from
in the first game.
like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet, because that's what fans
And you,
want from a
Karen,
sequel. They
we
want more
got
of their
divorced. Do you
favorite
remember
jokes,
that?
not this
You kicked
bucket
me
that
and
they've
took the
never seen
kids.
before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the
And
bucket,
pencil
but you're
sharpener, we
spending
had
too
so
much
many good
time with
times.
it. Don't you want another
Computer.
story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the... Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows
Dang it.
where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Music, go. Do 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 do. Try.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well,
It's
he's
as
not
classic
wrong.
now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
No,
But if we
in the
want to
first
do
game,
that, you're
one
going
of the
to have to
endings
give
is
something
you
up.
like are married to the
Don't
doll
you get it,
thing,
Stanley?
the
We need to get rid
mannequin.
of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This
All right.
is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you
Really?
agree?
Well, let's
Can
throw
you
her in
guess
there.
what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
Goodbye,
and then
bucket.
pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Bye, bucket. I love you. Don't.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets
trying.
is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a
trying.
character with only one personality trait
I'm trying to
deserve
give it the damn
join
bucket.
pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the
Look,
bucket
no, I'm
destroyer,
trying.
you
I'm
would see
trying.
that its desire to crush buckets
I'm
is
actually
so
trying.
densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality
Come on,
traits.
take it.
What other object in this game can you even say that about?
I tried
Well,
pushing a button.
certainly
There are-
not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer
Nothing.
merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
are no
Okay, the
buttons.
bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or
Take the
Bucket
damn
Destroyer
bucket.
until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The
I'm
fans
trying.
are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry.
No.
The bucket destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you.
Yeah,
all
Taco
of it
Tuesdays on
squandered
Friday.
Now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
He's not wrong. Now the question is, I think I've done pretty much everything. I don't know what else is left. I mean, we did the heaven ending. We
All of
did
his
the
co-workers
escape
were
to the
gone.
window.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm
Is
taking the
Stanley
bucket. I can't
without
forget it.
the
But
bucket really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not.
yeah, I think I might do some research at some point and see what
Stanley
other
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
what other
entered. This was
games
not the correct way
or
to
what
the meeting room. But Stanley had
endings
felt
this
the bucket
hands.
calling to him,
But I
telling
think I've
him
pretty much
that
hit
the employee
every
lounge
ending
was
now
simply the place to be.
that I know of.
And here it was.
I know
But
there's
the
one or
bucket
two in the
turned out to
base
be
game I
correct.
haven't
No,
done.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
So I could,
Stanley took
what I
the
haven't
door on
done
his left
is haven't
go
gone to the
back,
left
and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight
Skip
ahead
that.
to the opposite door.
and gone through here yet. I think this door is closed. Yeah, this door's closed. See, now here, somewhere both red and blue. There's still something we haven't found. Where is both red and blue? Somewhere both red and blue. There's the toilet. We got that one. We got the red room. Follow the clues provided by 416. Thank you. Good luck. I mean, obviously there's some stuff I've missed. But what, I'm not 100% sure.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
There's
office.
one downstairs I got, but once you go down there, that's the insanity ending. Once you get in here, see, I know there's another freaking ending in here that involves this. I'm trying to remember which ending it was. There's something involving this
Stepping
room.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire
No,
if
no.
not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor
No,
in
the
his bliss
keypad
of
is a
simply
lie.
being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
I could have sworn I remember there being like a keypad inside this stupid desk.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I don't care about that combination. There it is.
2845.
Yeah. I hear you. But there is more to it somewhere.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Balderdash.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay. No. Well, we tried the going up ending.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Alright, have a good night, Just Meeting Jed. Yeah, I think after this one we'll call it an evening. And I will think of another game to play.
Television screens. What horrible secret.
Like I said,
did
there's
this
probably
hold?
only a few other
Stanley
endings, and
the
there's some
bucket both
insanity
wondered to themselves.
ones which I'm not going to do, like play the baby game for 4 hours. Not doing that. As much fun as that would be for some people, for me,
The monitors jumped to life.
would be a little
and
mind-numbing.
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
I
Everyone in
think
the
I'd get a
office was
macro and
being
just let it do its
videotaped,
thing for 4 hours if
monitored
it
like
wanted to do
guinea
that so
pigs.
bad.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it
No, I
wish
didn't
to
get the
do?
escape pod
What
ending, I don't
kinds
think.
of things does a bucket want to do or not want to
But again,
do
I
in
might
the
have to
first
try and do
place?
some stuff without the
These
bucket.
questions raced furiously
I
in
haven't tried any of
Stanley's
that.
mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
What is it?
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Taking down the system.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew
Yeah.
it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright, well.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but
That
it
was
was
the
one
bestest
they'd
bucket.
lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
It was the friends we made all along.
What? Wait.
No.
What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Yeah.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Still salty about not
Even
allowing
the
me to
facility
jump.
itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No.
Go to any lengths
Nope.
to part with the
I will
bucket.
catch the sunlight in the bucket.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
I think
Stanley
so.
gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Bum bum bum. Alright. Well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
we definitely had some fun with Bucket. You could almost say that it was a fiesta pail. Yeah, I went there. So I think we're going to call it here for the Stanley Parable. I will think of some other fun game to play that I've done a bajillion times or I've really enjoyed in the past. I know we've missed some of the endings, but honestly, some of them can be really tedious to get, and you almost have to look them up. Otherwise, you could spend a long time trying to find it. And I've done that with the original one, where I went and I did a metric ton of deaths and different types of things, so I don't necessarily want to do that again. So yeah, I mean, I don't have Mech Assault, but I do have like Mech Warrior Online. I do a lot of that. We do some pretty ridiculous builds. One of my personal favorites is the Slapjack. And you ask what the Slapjack is? Well, it's a blackjack that slaps. I can look up Mech Assault, but like I said, you know, it's an older game that I have never really played. I've played a lot of older games. Some probably most of you don't even know, or probably before many of you are born, since I'm, you know, old. So there's a bunch of old like Commodore 64 games I remember playing, and a lot of early 90s games, like, you know, the original XCOM. Oh yeah, Cressex Hawk's Revenge was one of my first ones. I never actually got to play Inception, but I did play Revenge. And of course the original Mech Warrior, I played a lot of that. Man, what other ones? Some of the, like, one of my favorite side-scrollers was Shadow of the Beast. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It had some great music to it. One of my favorites was Shadow of Beast. Had a Inception. Yeah, that'd be great. Destruction Derby 64. Oh, love that. And Rampage. Rampage was actually the first game I ever beat, and I beat it on Nintendo when I was 3 years old. That's how much Rampage I played back in the day. Loved that game. Gosh, yeah. Oh, Eye of Beholder. That was a good one. I remember Eye of Beholder. I'm gonna try and stay away from like longer games. Like there's definitely like I played a lot of RimWorld and other games like that. Of course, like BattleTech. But like, man, when we play something that's like 80 hours, that's so many streams. That's like a year of streaming of different of the same game, which I don't mind, but it can get tedious at times. There's definitely some games which I'd like more interaction with. I like the Stanley Parable because we can accomplish a lot in just 4 hours. 3 or 4 hours you can get through the majority of the game, get a lot of cool stuff. But there's definitely a lot of older games which can be a time sink, but I'll do some more research, look around, see which ones catch my eye. Games like Firewatch was fun. I never actually played it, but I did watch other people play it. So, and that's why I like oh gosh, Clay Fighter. Clay Fighter was great. Gosh. Yeah. PPL dies a lot in RimWorld. Hunting accidents. So many hunting accidents. One of my favorite RimWorld stories is I had my two main people were married in the game. They what ended up happening is I got a really cool yeah, orange camo. I got a really cool hero pawn who came in and basically took up my main character, like the one of the starting guy's wife, and so they ended up breaking up, and he was all sad and ultra depressed, and so he went on a sad wander to the edge of the map, and right at that time a raid happened, and they immediately grabbed him and they took him. And I'm like, he was my crafter. He had like an 18 craft. It was insane. And I had lost him. I had no one else to craft. So I had to wait like 6 months before I got a mission to go rescue him. Now, the thing is yeah, abduction. What I had to have happen is I had the guy who took his wife away go rescue him because he was an absolute Chad. So he went by himself, killed all the raiders, rescued him, and now the guy, having spent 6 months in captivity, was perfectly okay living right next to them, a wall away, as they made, glorious love to each other every night. And he just was happy to be back and craft away, to be all by his lonesome. And the Chad saved the day. Exactly. That was quite an epic RimWorld tale that was one of my favorites of all time. So yeah, RimWorld's a lot of fun, but it can be a time sink, and more mods you have, more problems, which can be fun, and not so much for on stream at times, because when it crashes, that can suck. Another one is Fallout 2. Fallout 2 I played a lot of. I currently have it all modded. I had the stream I had my OBS all set up for Fallout 2 because you can't quite screen capture you can with more modern games. You have to do some other things and make some manual adjustments. Is why I had a lot of issues with my first stream. That, and it's been a while since I've messed around with Twitch. So, but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and call it an evening here. It was a lot of fun. We're gonna pick it up with some more things. But I hope you had some good times on WBPL 76 Late Night with AK Lone Wolf. So, I hope to catch you all again next week, same time, same place. Remember, stay classy, and you're welcome, because we're here for you. And thanks for everyone who's donated or just followed and just being here, part of the community, because we really appreciate it, and we enjoy you guys being here. Because we're doing this for you and ourselves. So have a good night.